Melbourne. It's bloody awesome.
You know?
Yeah, good times. This is going to be fun.
A foodie's dream, a coffee addict's fix, an art lover's canvas, a shopper's weakness, and an explorer's playground.
Plus, it's just a quick 3.5 hour flight from Auckland with Jetstar.
And finally, we'd like to thank you all for choosing to fly with Jetstar this evening. Thank you and good evening.
Who's invited us across the ditch with a bunch of other Kiwi creators
3, 2, 1.
for 48 hours of epicness.
Favourite Aussie beer. This is a real treat. I'm loving this.
Oh yeah, good time.
So come along and we'll share some of the best things to do, eat, and explore in Melbourne.
We're back! And so excited to be exploring Melbourne again. We absolutely love this city.
It is so cool. And so if you don't know, Melbourne is really famous for its coffee, its food, breakfast culture. I feel like smashed avocado on toast is literally, it's a food group.
Yeah.
But last time we were here, we went to a place called Loon and they have world-class croissants. And Stacey made this outrageous claim.
The Loon croissants. Amazing. Best croissant of my entire life. I would line up for hours for one of those again.
Whoa,
Maybe we
okay.
need to come back. Dream come true. We're back at Loon. I'm so excited. And you can tell from the amount of people outside in the line, like how busy this place is and how many people love it. And it's interesting as well because it's not just tourists, like it's not a tourist trap. Actually, locals are here enjoying it too.
Yeah.
I'm so excited. We ordered 2 almond croissants because last time we shared 1 almond and we were like fighting over it. So this time we've got 1 each.
All right, check it out. This is what all the fuss is about. Look at these bad boys.
Yeah, give it a spin. These are actually made in a temperature controlled glass room. Over like 3 days the dough was prepared. So you can kind of understand why they are some of the best croissants in the entire world.
It's gonna be messy.
Yeah, this is gonna be
All the top fell off. You eat it.
Okay.
Oh, I'm jealous that I've got one sitting in front of me.
Coffee. No one does it like Melbourne. So if a liquid breakfast is more your vibe, you're in luck because it seems impossible to find a bad coffee.
It's almost as if the baristas, the roasters, somehow the whole community, almost every single cafe has some kind of secret ability to just make the most incredible coffee.
There's always a hole in the wall or designer cafe close by, so it's no surprise Melbourne has more cafes per person than any other city on the planet and imports more than 30 tonnes of coffee beans daily.
But one of the awesome things that Melbourne does is just group together all of these amazing food, coffee, breakfast options at the markets, which is something that we do not have at home.
And there's about 4 or 5 of them that are big and like really popular here. We've been to the Queen Victoria markets before and we had some insanely good coffee.
Oh, yum.
It's almost a little bit fruity and incredible donuts.
It blew your mind.
Oh.
Holy shit.
So today we're checking out the South Melbourne markets, and from what we've seen so far, I think we're going to enjoy this one.
As soon as we pulled in on the van, we knew that this was the area that the markets were going to be at. It's just got a completely different look and feel. And I mean, there's so many times you could say that Melbourne is cool. I feel like this encompasses that just all in one location. All the logos are awesome. We got a happy Stacey right there, and there's just so many great food spots and market stalls and everything. There's beautiful street art. To us, this just screams Melbourne. It's not just a market, it's actually almost an enormous shopping mall in a way, because there's all sorts of stuff in here that I just did not expect to see. Glassware and homewares and all that sort of stuff. It's quite interesting. Being like an Asian grocer as well inside the markets itself. And then somewhere like that must be good because there's a queue out the door.
Okay, so one of the main reasons we're actually here is to pick up supplies because later on we're going on these super unique boats. I won't give too much away now. Yeah, we got to get some snacks for our little upcoming adventure.
So why this aisle, babe?
Fresh cookies. Who can go past fresh cookies? Not me. Not you.
Not you,
So let's
ever.
go. Oh, they look good.
They do. Wow.
I eat a cookie a day.
Just one?
Maybe 2. And then if we've got new flavours, it'll have to be like 7.
Wow. Okay, so the very first thing we buy.
We got a chocolate chip and a Biscoff cookie. So this is like the pop-up area where like small businesses or like new creatives or whatever can come and like sell their goods, and it's just like a space for them to be able to get their stuff out to the world, which I really like. So it's always changing, there's always something new.
Obviously much smaller stores and stuff because these guys are a little bit newer, but it's awesome to give a chance to like some up and coming people.
So back in the day, this used to be a proper traders, like trade market.
Yeah,
There was
like
a
a
bell.
village market.
Yeah, there was a bell that used to sound, and trading could only start then. And at the end of the day, the bell sounded, and trading had to stop.
This has been fun though, like even just wandering, like looking at everything, and the fact that it's free as well. We love that.
Yeah.
There's so many cool free things to do in Melbourne.
Definitely.
Whether that's amazing spots to walk and explore like St Kilda, Brighton Beach, or the hipster scene in Collingwood.
I think this is the sort of place that we would A, live and B, just get lost in wandering for so long.
Well, something we really love is the free trams that run in and around the inner city of Melbourne CBD. I don't know why more cities don't have this because it is such a good idea and an easy way to connect up to reach places like the Botanic Gardens, Docklands, Federation Square, Flinders Street Station, and of course, one particular iconic street.
So we're in one of Melbourne's probably most well-known, famous perhaps, streets. And the crazy thing is, it's not even really for cars, although 2 cars did just come down, but besides the point.
No, so if you can't tell, it's famous for its street art. And the cool thing is, like, no matter how many times you come here, it's different every time because there's different artists that put their different works up. And even when we were here last time, they were...
Snoop wasn't here.
Oh yeah, Snoop's new.
Yeah.
Whoa. Yeah, what I was saying was that last time we were here, they were literally on the side of the pavement with their spray paint cans, like, in action. It was really awesome to see.
Because of how much Melbourne's into sort of arts and culture and fashions and everything, there's always something on from what we can tell at the National Gallery of Victoria, which is where we are.
Is it real water?
Yeah. That's so cool.
At the moment, Alexander McQueen, it's only on until the 16th of April 2023 though, so I'm not sure if you'll have time to get here if that's what you're planning to visit for, but there'll no doubt be something else on. It just seems like it's that kind of place. There's always something.
Check out them sweet landscapes, Yarra River. That's Bob, he's the local duck. Catch you in a minute, Bob. But today, we're doing something awesome.
We are go boating. Luckily, there is no license required because I have no idea how to drive a boat. There's like 8 people that can go on one boat. You can bring your own food and drinks, which is why we were at the markets, including some beersies. So yeah, we're going to cruise around on the Yarra River for a couple of hours, take in the sights, the smells, catch up with Bob, you know?
Yeah, good times. This is going to be fun.
Did you? On the boat.
See you out there.
Yeah.
All right, we're sorted. There's far too many skippers in this boat, but we don't really know what's happening. Hamish has taken the actual duties. The rest of us are just posers. We've got the food set up, sunscreen going. Yeah, the hats are poser because you're not a skipper.
I could be a skipper. No one should trust me to be a skipper.
Hold on. Someone's going to hold you to that. So we've got a couple of hours. I think we're doing the 2-hour cruise. Yeah, we're all sorted. We've got our cookies here. We've got our beers. They give you, you can get a Bluetooth speaker. There's a chili bin. Oh, sorry, we're in Australia. Yeah, there's an Esky, mate. Chuck the beers in there. Yeah, now just stick to the right-hand side. Straight up here under this bridge. Loop around, back down the other right-hand side. Favourite Aussie beer. Oh, should have had the label showing. Stoner Word. It's an absolute winner.
But no family.
This is a real treat. I'm loving this.
Oh yeah.
Especially since we don't have to do any work either. Hamish has got the reins. We just sit back, eat, drink. We're happy.
Good times. It's so good. It's like chewy, amazing. I don't know how else to describe a cookie, but damn, it's good.
No, it's about the setting as well, though, right?
Yeah.
Get it, girl.
I did it. I did it. Below deck, here I come.
I am the captain now.
So the Yarra River is actually over 200 kilometres long, and we are staying in the suburb of South Yarra, which unsurprisingly borders the Yarra River.
We're staying in a hotel back here called Avolo, which we'll show you in a minute because it's this really artistic, modern,
Artsy,
funky, yeah, really out there but super awesome hotel. We've actually not explored this area at all though, but we've heard really good things about South Yarra.
Yeah, so it's known as one of Melbourne's oldest and like most affluent inner city suburbs, and from our notes and what we can see, it all sort of seems to be pretty accurate.
Yeah, pretty much. It is bustling and it's pretty upscale where there's loads of amazing food options, some art deco buildings, there's all sorts of shops and there's the designers and there's some cocktail lounges too, which we've got a plan later on. Apparently we're checking one out.
Yeah, but for now we're about to go and grab some food. We've been recommended a place called Miss Chu,
Which has apparently been rocking the wok in steamy juicy dumplings since 2009 with delicious hawker Vietnamese kind of inspired food. I like seeing the layout in here as well. It looks sort of a Melbourne-ish, hawkerish sort of combo. So we've got this Sahi came out half drunk. I don't know how that happened. Pork dumplings, we've got a chicken curry, we've got a couple of different bao buns coming out as well, and everything is like creamy, spicy explosion of all of these great Asian flavors. You've probably already picked up that the hotel's got this real arts and music thing going on, but it's all these big patterns, bold colors, this real mixture overload of all sorts.
So this is one of the suites and it is super creative, but one of our favorite parts has to be this area here. We get the perks, which means we get the free minibar and a loot bag, which is full of lollies and chippies. And
Chocolate.
down here, amazing drinks.
And then there's breakfast, coffee, oh yeah.
A bit like coffee, from our experience, it's hard to find a meal that isn't amazing in this city. The quality of food is just so high. But some personal favourites have been the Hotel Esplanade for its beer selection, views and food. Gelato Messina was amazing for dessert. Chin Chin is an old personal favourite Asian fusion. And literally anything in Chinatown will rock your socks off.
Everything is very, very tender. Quite rich in the terms of the pork flavour.
The dumplings we had at Hutong were legit, and the Xiaolong Bao was right up there with what we tried at a Michelin star dumpling bar in Taiwan.
One of our favourite food spots. Oh, look at that. Look at that sun flare, golden hour. Beautiful. One of our favourite food spots is called Easy's. One of the reasons, well, one, the food is incredible. It's these amazing American style burgers, but another epic thing about it is just the situation. It's multiple train carriages just hanging on the side of a building. You have to walk up all of these stories with a graffiti kind of setup. It's this young, hipster, fun kind of vibe in here, and then you're just upstairs in a train carriage eating these burgers. It is so unique. It's just apparently three guys that just sort of started up this business. One's a DJ, one's a graffiti artist, so the whole situation is just very awesome. Yoo-hoo, that's loud, man. Look at that follow through, he's holding it.
Oh, it's in here, actually.
There's also a golf simulator. Royal Easy's Country Club, established 2021. You can book it for events, I think, private events. So when I was Googling yesterday, trying to find the best restaurant in South Yarra, the first blog post, the first site that I opened up, the top recommendation was a place called Lona Mesa. And I was like, that sounds familiar. And then I realized why. It is literally at a hotel.
And it looks amazing down there. It's also been awarded 1 hat by the Good Food Guide. So if you know me, you know I've Googled the menu already. So I know that it's Latin inspired and heavily kind of vegan and vegetarian.
Just gonna jump in here because at the time we didn't realize that the restaurant is completely vegan. So yes, there is chicken on the menu, and yes, there is salmon on the menu, and yes, we had ceviche and a few other things, but they are all vegan. So it's a very interesting texture. It's the flavor of chicken, it's the flavor of salmon, but it is actually no meat, no seafood, nothing. For me, a real meat lover, it was quite the experience, but kind of delicious and interesting. Alright, we're going now into a secret bar?
Speakeasy. Through the library, into a place called Fall from Grace.
We've just been told basically head towards the bookcase in this direction.
And that's a wrap on an epic 48 hours in Melbourne with Jetstar. But we've obviously tried to share as much as we can from our other trips as well to help with your potential planning and to just cover off why we love this city so much. If you've got anything to suggest for our next trip, or maybe a tip that might be helpful for other travellers, definitely leave them below in the comments.
So that's a wrap on Melbourne, but we'll see you next week when we head off to Thailand.